In this world, demons have begun invading since they think humans are worthless, and they absolutely hate weebs like you. So as usual, we got that anime alliance going on with humans, pointy-ear humans, and furry humans all banding together to fight for a greater cause. But here's the catch in this one, we got female heroes with massive badonkadonks and G-Yats running the show since they are overpowered as heck here. By using their powerful and heavy personalities combined with their glorious bakeries, the Weeb Alliance has been able to stop the evil forces. And today they make their final stand against them, as the heroes have finally made it to the final boss to get rid of them for once and for all. However, the Chads and Stacy's heroes only party made a fatal mistake, since they forgot to bring enough sussy just chatting streamers on their team. So with only one sussy female hero left standing, our boy stuck at the verge of death, able to only watch on like a cheerleader. Things are not looking so hot. Seconds later, the last eye candy left standing gets sent flying back like Team Rocket blasting off again, and the weird thing is that her large twin pyramids of Giza get totally exposed. After hitting the wall as hard as Truck Kun hitting someone that's about to reincarnate, Crimson Lucia perishes, causing the Demon King to erupt in a roar of victory. Our boy then sighs, unable to believe it's all up to him again to carry his bronze teammates against a Radiant Smurf, but it's like he only has one shot left. Regardless, as he's just being chilling, he discovers that the Demon King is actually a girl, and she's basically a baddie from another world, because those watermelons are unmatched, and if we go lower here, we would get banned. And since her physical form was so out of the world crazy, she gets nerfed as she's forced to dwindle back to her always missing leg day, everyday form after spending too much energy. With Sir Chad witnessing the entire transformation, he realizes he's still down bad after he catches himself in 4K thinking that he would totally hit even if she's forever stuck in her weak form. Eventually, he gets a hold of himself and is able to successfully control his raging banana tree plantation by closing his eyes to think of sheep jumping a fence over and over. He then plays dead, cosplaying all of us that's dead inside, but she ends up sitting right beside him looking totally aloof. Now with the prime opportunity to end it all, he picks up his legendary +15 sword and readies to destroy the unsuspecting queen. However, she calls him out upon picking up his sword, busy questioning him as to why he's faking it when he's supposed to be the legendary hero of the human nation. But you know what they say, pros never fake, so bro ends up sticking his giant fork straight into the heart of the demon queen while looking like he's Genya from Demon Slayer. Success, it works. His plot armor saves the day as he's able to actually defeat the purple-haired queen without her being able to react even though she knew he was alive the entire time. Unfortunately, as she falls over totally destroyed, her necklace instantly began flickering red faster and faster. But by the time our bro realized that the necklace is actually a magical one that self-destructs whenever the owner's life pool depletes, it was too late. Mere seconds later, he opens his eyes with his memories still intact, yet a younger version of his old captain is busy trying to wake him up. It's then revealed that his name is Darren, and after taking a quick moment to take it all in, bro realizes he just got reincarnated into the same world, but he's back in the past. As such, he's super excited since he kept his memories, so he already knows how things are about to play out. So basically, he got some mega cheats as he's ready to buy Bitcoin in 2008. Anyways, as Darren continues celebrating, he gets ganked by a girl named Ray, and she also do be looking like she packing more than your typical anime girl. She got them perfect body proportions, so she's already sweating from her own heat that she was born with, but somehow, Darren isn't exactly thrilled to see her. We then discover that the reason why Darren isn't being a simp right now is because Ray is one of the main reasons he got reincarnated by a magical necklace, since she caused strife among the Union of Heroes. Anyways, as she's busy trying to scold our boy, the two get interrupted by a guy named Sir Tyke, and him and his entire gang all have that perfect punchable face. Now, armed with the knowledge of the future, Darren knows that these two are having a fling and he needs to stop it at all cost. Nevertheless, not only is Tyke a liar and a coward, but he's also the jealous type, so he's already questioning Ray as to why she's with Mr. Chatimus Prime right now. Outnumbered 3-1, Darren decides to stand his ground while the goons attempt to bully him like old times. Bold move, boys, since you never want to mess with someone who looks like the alien emoji, since something must be totally wrong with them. So now gone with the old Darren and in with the Sigma male, he ends up confronting Tyke while telling Ray in his face that he's a killer. Darren then continues snitching on Tyke, explaining to Ray that the only reason he's getting promoted is because he made the entire situation up. And instead of him being the one that actually defeated the demon, it was someone else, and he ended up running away while throwing his own teammate under the bus. Furthermore, after running away, he got caught by a Krillin wannabe named Sir Hackard, who threatened them by saying he's about to whoop their butts once they get back home. When Sir Hackard went back to finish the demon from which they were running away from, Tyke took the opportunity to strike and deliver a finishing blow upon the unsuspecting Balding man. Upon finishing his explanation, Tyke couldn't be more obvious than your typical dumb harem main character, so he threatens Darren he's about to stick a sword in the wrong hole. However, since Darren is the only one here that likes to be the bottom carry, he changes the pass by quickly delivering a lightning-fast punch straight into Tyke's stomach. Bro then instantly falls to the ground as if One Punch Man showed up in Darren's stead. Since he doesn't have his six-pack like a true Chad, he just crumbles and cries like a baby. His boys then take him away since the two are too scared to do anything like my bottom frag sage that's duo-crewed with my dead Reina. Fast forward to later on in the night, Darren surprisingly receives a letter from Ray to meet up since her phone apparently ran out of call and text minutes. With a huge sussy smile on his face, he quickly leaves the room, but that smile is making my sussy senses begin to tingle. Anyways, he rushes as fast as he can to Ray's house to meet up with her, but bro ran faster than Usain Bolt since it seems like he thinks he's about to get lucky. But the AI lookalike, who happens to always be sweating, informs Darren that she really wants to talk about Tyke, so it looks like she's simping for him. She then quickly serves tea for the both of them, but she seems a tad bit nervous, so Darren thinks something's up, probably because those green watermelons look like they are about to burst. Nonetheless, Darren pulls off a big brain move by swapping their teacups, since he doesn't want to accidentally get poisoned, but this causes Ray to angrily slam the table, claiming that her boyfie would never do such a thing. But as Ray begins to drink the teacup, she starts feeling weird in the wrong parts of her body but acts like nothing is actually happening to her. As such, Darren stares into her soul as she continues on drinking, patiently waiting to see if something is actually going to happen, as he knows for a fact that Tyke must have done something. However, all she does is burp, and once she notices Darren not saying anything, she starts thinking that he must be a weirdo, as he's probably staring at her treasure chests that look like they can't be supported by the dress. With time ticking and no one budging, Darren begins to explain the exact play-by-play of when Tyke visited her earlier, calling his plan all out as he knows him all too well. He also points out the fact that he probably put something in her teacup that was supposedly for him instead, that would have caused him to activate his sussy powers he inherited from the pervy sage. Mere seconds later, it's revealed that Darren was entirely correct, as the effects of the poison has already begun fully taking hold of Ray as she can't stop the urges within her. Suddenly, the sussy Fire Nation attacks, so Darren takes advantage of the situation while knowing that Tyke would be waiting outside with his useless boys wanting to barge in. So now Darren has decided to partake on the mission of making Ray his girl from now on. So he starts grabbing the apples before him using the 5-star stealing method. And lo and behold, the coward gets startled after hearing Ray emulate some sounds straight from the sussy anime hub he loves to watch, so he already knows what's going on. As such, he quickly barges in with his boys to make sure no funny business are going on. But it's too late since Darren has already turned the turntables on him. Once inside, the toxic Virgin League players witness something they have never seen before, and it's a girl's underpants totally gone while Darren is busy holding on to the bakery like his life depends on it. Eventually, the three has had enough of a Sigma male stealing all their hard-earned girls by force, so they decide to attack Darren all at once, so they finally end up using 100% of their brain capacity. Unfortunately for them though, this Darren isn't an ordinary rookie anymore, so he ends up pulling a faker to destroy them 1 versus 3 in the mid lane. Suddenly, after beating them all up like it's a fighting game against some easy bots, a bunch of guards rush through the door, and behind them comes a mysterious person. It's then revealed that the mysterious person is Ariana, the royal captain of the guards, and let's just say she's equipped with such large milkshake machines that they are literally larger than her body. Don't be fooled though, since she didn't sleep around to get her rank. Instead, she's so overpowered that she became the youngest female knight to ever become the captain due to her sheer skill. Anyways, Ray discovers that our boys spilled the beans to the commander, and they have investigated the case, to which they have come to the conclusion that he was absolutely correct about everything. So it's revealed that while the coward and his boys were busy planning to take Darren down, they didn't realize they were also being closely watched by the non-sussy knights. Now, with everything going according to Darren's plan, Ariana orders her men to restrain and seize the 3 traitors to take back to the capital. However, Tyke screams like a little baby, making up excuses that Darren framed him, but Ariana just shakes her head and tells them that they found sword imprints on Sir Hackard, not demon bites. Plus, to make matters worse for him, one of the knights were able to confirm that one of the teacups was laced with a magical potion that makes you a sussy bacca. So with no hope left for Tyke, he tries to shove his face into Ariana for one last sniff of glory in between her twin dragons, but you can see she also got French buns ready to pop out of her armor. Unfortunately for him though, he didn't even come close to the finish line, as Ariana quickly showed off her gymnastic skills to teach him a lesson he will never forget. With the entire ordeal now coming to a close, Darren learns from Ariana that the 3 musketeers will most likely face imminent expiry dates as soon as they make it back to headquarters. Now the crazy part in all of this is that Rei doesn't even look slightly sad about Tyke and his future, so all she does is murmur, "Oh, that sucks, I guess." Anyways, with the heretic now fully out of the picture, our boy becomes a menace by straight up asking Rei if she would like to do some rice cake smashing. So before she even say anything, he picks up Rei like a rag doll since she's still under the effect of the magic potion, causing his nether dragon to appear out of his portal. Shortly after Rei is put into prime position for becoming queen of his banana tree plantation, she just goes along with everything as the sussy Fire Nation has already taken over her mind. Darren then grabs both fresh watermelons in front of him and stares into Rei, waiting to see if she's actually going to do anything as it's now her turn to make a move as he doesn't want to be compared to the top G. So just as he thought, she succumbs to the intense pressure, causing her to unleash her hidden street side, allowing a mutual and beneficial 1-versus-1 duel to occur between the two. Regardless, Rei has to get a new couch, now since it looks like a waterfall came out of nowhere drenching the entire half of the couch, even though they barely have even started partaking in the beautiful art of rice cake smashing. Eventually, Bro whips out his entire cheesy Pringles can free from his box, instantaneously shocking Rei since she didn't even know you could order a Subway foot long that big right off the bat. And so the rest was history as a legendary full diamond battering ram made its way past C3 of Rei's world, simultaneous to making her understand how hard it is to grind for a mythical fruit. Nevertheless, after finishing their first 1-versus-1 duel leaving Rei totally speechless, she tells him to move away, but she stutters in the middle of her sentence. Suddenly, his mythical sword instantly grows back to its primal Groudon form, causing Rei to go wide-eyed as she knows it's time for round 2 of some dynamite demolishing. Unfortunately for them though, some random rookie forgot something at Rei's house, and it turns out Rei's house in the morning is a rest stop for any soldier wanting some tea or coffee in the day. So now the two are about to get caught red-handed by a random normie, whilst Darren is stuck deep inside the castle walls of Rei, catching the two by total surprise since it's past midnight. Luckily for them though, the dude forgot how to use a doorknob to open a door, so the plot armor thickens. Eventually, he finally remembers how to be a normal human being, so he's able to make his way in. But he stops for a second since he smells an unfamiliar yet overwhelming scent. He then starts talking out loud like a weirdo, busy questioning life as he can't believe someone would have a smelly fart like this while also forgetting to turn off the lights. Nonetheless, he goes about his business, but on the other hand, Mr. Chad has fired up his rocket boosters.